An inmate at SCI Mahanoy. This is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Mahanoy. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Assalamu alaikum.
Well, really didn't expect, to be honest, I thought you, going to tell the people out today.
You said what?
I thought you was going to tell the people out today. Alright, let's get to it then. Wake up now. Y'all already know I'm your host, Sekou the Wolf. Live with me as always, my son Mubanger. As we celebrate Juneteenth, it's a historical day. We still deal with the harsh realities that plague our country. So I'm gonna start this question off, man. When will it end? You know, so much is going on in our country right now, man. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I really haven't been getting no sleep through the night, man. I have a migraine, you know, been keeping me up and trying to catch catnap throughout the day, you know. I'm carrying some things on my shoulders, but, you know, I'm good, though. Almost done. But this is a show that I ain't even really had to prepare for. I ain't had to jot down on notes or figure out which direction to go in. The direction is clear, straightforward, man. You know, I posted and I spoke about Richard Brooks, who was 27 years old, murdered by Atlanta police officers. If you've been paying attention to your news, then you know that
Can't hear you.
Richard Brooks was asleep in his car at a Wendy's drive-thru. Somebody called 911. They was concerned that something might have been wrong. Two officers, you know, they showed up, they approached his car, they knocked on his window, asked him to pull over and park. Trying to break this down without going through a long detail. These officers, they had a sensible conversation with Richard. He was calm, he answered all the questions, everything they asked him to do, he did it. He performed a sobriety test. They patted him down. And then the cop just decided to put cuffs on her. Instead of letting somebody call and let him call somebody to pick him up or to get an Uber. The video that I saw, he followed every command, man. He was respectful, he was kind. Why did they put the cuffs on? Why did they try to put the... That's the part that I'm stuck at. But if, you know, as most of us grow up in the hood, you know, no matter what you do, they find a way to put cuffs on you, put you in their car and figure the rest out after that. You know, most people are doing time because of this, you know.
This is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Mahanoy. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
Crimes that they didn't commit just because they fit the description or whatever the case may be. But, you know, with all the protests and the racial profiling and the racial and social injustice that, you know, shaking our country, man, these two cops decided to cuff a black man for being inebriated. And I seen it. The minute the cuffs touched his wrist, man, that fear kicked in. So many things rushed through his mind, man. I can only imagine that, you know, thinking about if he was going to make it home once they cuffed him and take him wherever they was going to take him. So my question is, why are we in fear of being cuffed and arrested by those that paid to protect and serve us? It's their job. They work for us. Why are we in fear of this? I watched a young man, in fear, like, fight to live to get back home to his wife and his kids, you know what I'm saying? But he was hunted down like a dog while he was running away. At his back turned. I understand they say, you know, he shot a taser and all that, you know what I'm saying? If y'all saying that this isn't a deadly weapon and it can't kill you and it can't really do no harm, it's just to subdue you or whatever or slow you down and all
This is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Mahanoy. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
Why did he feel the need to shoot him in the back twice? When his body fell, the first thing the cop said was, "I got him." I watched news conference, man, 2 days ago, and they announced that they were charging these two officers, right? And one of the officers turned to the other officer saying, like, he didn't think that what he did was right, and, he got to stand up for something. I was sick to my stomach to find out that they got a tape saying that one of these cops kicked these bodies down after they shot him. The other one was standing on the shoulder. Not even one of them administered medical attention. Nobody called for medical support for over 2.5 minutes. All they did was abuse his body as he clung his life, man. He bled out because they neglected to do their protocol. So, imagine his white pain. Imagine her anger. I'm learning about these facts at a press conference. That they treated her husband like he was nothing. Instead of trying to save his life to prove that they didn't intend to commit harm to him. That they only thought that they was in fear for their life. But instead, you sit there playing around, kicking him, and treating him like he was nobody instead of calling for help. Miss Tamika Miller, we here at Wake Up Now, stand beside you. You stand beside your family. Now, and even after justice is served for your husband, Richard Book. Yesterday I watched an interview on HLN, man. They played an interview of Richard Book.
He tried to.
It was after he came home. He was on I think it's a show or something called Reconnect. He was talking about, after he did a year in jail, like, return to society. He spoke about doing the right things and, leaning on the support system, and he had concerns about other people returning to society and not getting the help from the probation officers and parole officers. It's like being put in the street and say, figure it out. He spoke about being judged by, his employers, like, because of his past. He wanted to be treated like a human being, not an animal. He understood the struggles of 99% of the black Americans. He panicked because he thought he was going to go back to jail for violation of probation. And that panic, that concern cost him his life. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm surrounded every day by young men, man, that don't got a clue about what they walking into out there. Many of them expect to die. Many of them expect to return to jail because they killed somebody. You got some who watch the news, right? And their response is, I'm going to kill them, meaning the cops, before they kill me. It shouldn't be like this. Some of the youngers don't even have successful goals or plans because they worry about what others will think of them. Some got a plan, but they need people that's in a good position out there to invest in them. To be honest with you, man, at SCI Mahanoy, I seem to be the only one to care about them. They hear me, but when they get on that blue monster and people spitting that nonsense in the air, forget about what I say. That same blue monster that I'm using right now, try to steer you guys in the right direction and wake y'all up, make y'all pay attention to what's going on. Let me ask this. I kind of really need some answers. Are y'all woke yet? Y'all woke out there?
Definitely.
Do y'all even understand what's really going on? Like, do y'all even understand what we're actually fighting for? Tell me, because, like, I'm confused, man. Like, sometimes I feel like my words travel through y'all heads and don't even rest. Like y'all don't even have enough time to digest his meaning. Like, y'all take it and be like, all right, the show over, that's it, it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me some answers, man. Like, I'm lost, man. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, like, out there. Like, what's going on with our youth? What's going on with our people? Like, what's going on with our leaders? Like, talk to me, man.
It's bad. I just sat here and watched the video. The Rashard Brooks death is bad. It's bad. I don't like that though. Even though like he was afraid of going back to jail. You feel me? The cops like they tased him. The taser didn't work, but like so their next reaction was like to shoot. I don't like that. You feel me? I don't like how the cops don't get in trouble for none of this. No, don't get held accountable for none. No actions. You feel me? Like it's just bad. They just doing what they want now. I mean, it's bad.
Did you see on the news that the cops in Atlanta is like protesting, like they not coming to work because they feel as though he shouldn't have got charged?
Yeah.
They upset that other officers, black officers, was arrested for slamming a young black girl on her shoulder and damn near breaking her collarbone. Like, you serious? So you forget about the oath that you took. You forget about the job that you signed up for because people in your department decide to get angry and take out their actions and think that their badge protects them for committing crimes against other people. If I did anything that they did, there wasn't no hesitation there to lock me up. But because they protected by unions and these badges and these licenses that they have and, you know, the decisions that they have to make, you know, they take their time. Like Boo asked last week, like, what about Breonna Taylor? So my question today is, why are these people that's responsible for killing her still haven't been brought to justice? Why they haven't been charged yet? Like, you changed a law. Congress signed a law stating that what they did was wrong. And it can't be done again. They went to the wrong house. And you killed a young black lady that was an EMT that saved people's lives. They get them to the hospital and keep them surviving until the doctors can do their job. You change the law for us, and that means you know that they did something wrong, but yet, months later, they still haven't been charged. How does this work? Well, all the stuff that's going on in the world, like, you still have these people that's protected by that badge, man. I gotta ask y'all though, man, like, why us as a people, man, put ourselves in a position to have to come in contact with them where we know that we fear them and what they may do. So, you know, they're going to act however they're going to act. And then we're protesting and marching all over again, trying to get justice decades and decades and decades later. We gotta make better decisions, man. We gotta be around better people. Like, we gotta use our platforms, like the people that got voices, the people that sing, the people that rap, people that do poetry, the people that artists that draw and all that. We have to do stuff of substance, man. Like, we gotta stop making the people think that we idiots. Like, we don't have no type of intellect. That everything that we do is about inciting riots and anger and killing people and stuff like that. Like, when y'all record this music and all that, speak with substance, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. Everything can't be about dripping and fashion and shoes and bags and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got real stuff going on in this world. Use your platforms, man, to bring some awareness to these things.
You have 1 minute left.
The people that listen to you. I mean, we're going to get into our viewers, man, and any questions they got. Jason, to hear from you, man. Be back on the other side, man. Wait before you can.
The caller has hung up.
Oh, that's his phone. His phone is down low. Maybe the next one will be, because it usually don't be the same phone.
an inmate at SCI Mahanoy. This is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Mahanoy. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
So they can.
So, man, we back, man. Talk to me. What's on your mind, man? What our viewers talking about? Any questions? Anybody? Got anything they want to say?
Keezy said, I think she was replying to your comment, what you said. She said, I'm lost, just taking it one day at a time. It's scary. And then Boo said, he said cops are supposed to serve and protect. They could just let him walk home and get his car the next day. And he said they fired the one cop, though. Well, yeah, they said they fired one cop, though. That's it.
Yeah, I seen that. It's crazy, though, like how, like, they got these laws, man, where they can just do what they want, and now that they see the public outcry, man, and now it's like, all right, well, we want to do this. Maybe this is satisfying for now and all that. You got all the evidence in the world, man, to put the people responsible for killing Breonna Taylor in prison, man. Real rat, like.
I see it said something. She said some artists are scared to voice their opinion on real life facts because they are afraid that they will lose their audience. Shaking my head.
I really appreciate, man, the people, voicing their opinions, man. We need more of this, man. We need more of these type of conversations and not conversations about stuff that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I bring these conversations because I know these are a lot of conversations people scared to have. They're scared to have it with their family. They're scared to have it, with their loved ones and stuff like that, and their children and stuff like that. But, we need these conversations. Like, this stuff is serious, man. It's important. So, it is what it is, man. Like, we gotta do what we gotta do, man. Like, I'm really bothered, for real. Like, I lay in my bed at night, man, and really be, like, tossing and turning, trying to figure out some answers on how can we clean this nonsense up, man. Like, how we can do something different, how we can come together, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually sent the post out today. I'm not sure if you got it yet, but about Kendrick Perkins and Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? Like we got so much stuff going on in the world, man. And we got two strong black men. They got a lot of money. There's leaders for our sports community, man, arguing with each other. One calling the other, KD calling Kevin.
This is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Mahanoy. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
Calling Kendrick Perkins a sellout and stuff like that. Like, it's useless nonsense, man. Like y'all men, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know each other. Pick up the phone, call each other, man. Have conversations, man. Stop making white America think that, like, we stupid, we idiots, that we're going to always go against each other. Like, that's the problem with our culture now. You know what I'm saying? We'll go at each other. We don't voice what we feel against the people that's really hurting us. The people that's really harming us. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole world has been affected by coronavirus. It shut a lot of things down. But people care more about justice being served, so they coming out and using their voices, they protesting and they marching, man. They putting their boots on the ground. And here y'all go sitting on social media, Twitter and all that, Instagram and all that, disrespecting each other, calling each other out their name because y'all had different opinions about a situation. I sent another post out about Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? Saying that Avery Bradley was a little too late for speaking up about certain stuff and all that. Like, we gotta be mindful, man. Like, everybody is not conscious of everything that's going on. Everybody don't know how to use their voice and speak and say stuff. You know what I'm saying? I could use you, for instance, Boo. Like, when we started this, like, we ain't really know, like, what to say, when to say it, or how to, you know what I'm saying? like that's not everybody's thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't hold people accountable for not doing what you want them to do when you want them to do it and all that. Like, that ain't cool, man. And we can't be letting these people do this stuff and turn us against each other. We can't do it. Like, we stand as a unit, man. We're a culture, man, that's divided by hate and pain, man, and anger, man. You know what I'm saying? We attack each other, but we don't attack the people that's attacking us. White America been winning, man, since before all of us was born. You know what I'm saying? When we say white America, we ain't talking about your average white person that lives on the street from
Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Mahanoy. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
You talking about the ones that say you can't work in them offices, but no, you can't live in their communities. You can't live down the street from them. Kendrick Perkins say he live in $1 million community. His family, the only black family there, and they still don't accept him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, understand what's really going on. This stuff exists, man. It don't matter how much money you get, you move and you get out of here and all that. They never gonna look at you like them. So we don't join together and stand together as a unit, as one. We're gonna continue to divide, man. We're gonna lose. We're gonna fail. What else, man?
Boo said, plus the violence cell records, that is true. The violence. Huh?
Yeah, why though? Wow, that's cool though?
No.
Like, I'm saying, look, you see how the people, like, you understand though? You see our culture? I could get on this joint right now, right, and ask everybody, like, damn, what hood do it the best? Who carrying it out there? And I guarantee you, everybody out there be putting their hood up. Guns, 21 gun salute, all that. And I sit on here and ask them who got the best education in their district, you know what I'm saying? And their zip code, and how many kids graduated and all that, and how many had A's and B's, and how many had straight A's. Ain't nobody going to have an answer for that. If I ask you what's the problems in their schools, they ain't going to have no answer for that. You know what I'm saying? Why do our culture resort to the negative? We don't have nothing positive to say about ourselves. Why? Somebody got to get on the record and say, F them, kill them, and you know, and murder a rat, and do this, that, and the third, and they'll sell records. But them same people, love the rats, though. You know what I'm saying? They're the same ones, though. They'll be singing a record driving in their car, and they love the rats, man. You know what I'm saying? It's falsehood, man. It's fake. You know what I mean? We divided, man. As a culture, we look bad, man. We look bad, man. The people look at us as a joke, man. You know what I mean? And right now, we got the country in a headlock, man. We got it in a chokehold, man. We don't even know what to do with it. All right. I'm gonna give it to you all, man. I don't hold no punches, man. I ain't sugarcoating nothing for nobody, man. This is truth, man. I could be out there right now in them streets saying the same exact thing. I mean what I say what I mean, man. It is what it is, man. We fell as a culture, man, together, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that we stand together on, failure, man. It ain't supposed to be like that, man. We're the strongest culture in the world. We come together, man. We can't be stopped, man. We can change history. We can write our own story, man. One that your great-grandkids will love. And say, yeah, my folks did that. That's what we should be aiming for, man. I ain't gonna keep rapping y'all head off, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, sometimes I feel like that joint go in one side and keep it moving, man, and push right through the other side, man. 1, 2, 3 people getting there understanding ain't enough, man. They killing them a day. You know what I mean? Let alone we killing each other 2, 3, 4, 10 a day at a time. You know what I mean? I'm wrapped out, man. You ain't got no comments or, you ain't got nothing to say, man. I'll leave y'all with this, though. Tell y'all all the time, man, wake up, man. Shit is serious, man. A lot of people ain't even know what Juneteenth was until the last few few days, man.
Mm-hmm.
History, man. School don't teach you this stuff, man. They don't want you to know the truth, man. 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 So, stand on a foundation, man, that's made of something that's not subject to change, man. Man, where your principles at, man? Where your morality at? Where your integrity at? Where your honor at? Where your loyalty at, man? It should be for your own kind, man. For your own culture, man. Let's work together as a team. Who, as always, I love you. I thank all our viewers for tuning in, even those that catch it late. Y'all know where I'm at, man. Hit us up on Instagram, man. DM, you can comment on the page, whatever you want, man.